This is the OTUR Laser Master 2. It all started with a fire. Stay tuned. A couple of the boards from what's left. Tried to get measurements off of them so I could recreate them, but it's kind of an impossibility when there isn't even a good picture of them. I did manage to get the stepper motor holes for the screws. That's about the only good part I got out of it. Yeah. The laser, I don't remember if I showed what was wrong with that or not. The bottom's all charred, messed up pretty good. And again, I just got it all wired back together. Not even sure what works and what don't work yet. Hello everyone. Well, first two pictures at the beginning of this video were just after the fire, after I disassembled some things, I believe. Was all pretty burnt up, a lot of melted things. Some stuff I had to fabricate. I don't have much for fabrication skills. I got some carpentry skills, which kind of translate a little bit here and there. But as you can see, this was all melted wires, and I had to cut it, and just did this for now just to see how things are going to work, if it's going to function anymore. The same with the stepper motor wires. They were all burnt and mushed together and unsavable. This back plate here, that was completely melted from the screw area in here all the way down. It had melted strands all the way to the grid. The front of the trolley where the laser is, that was all messed up and whatnot. That's that. Here's the back one, so you can kind of see. Pretty messed up. I tried using them to get sizes and whatnot to maybe make some new ones, but they were distorted by the fire, so nothing was accurate, and it sat crooked and didn't fit right. The only thing I did that ended up being useful were basically the stepper motor hole and the screws for it. Everything else I had to kind of figure out the exact dimensions and get it to work right. Anyway, as you can see, I do have a new back plate, I call it, and I call this a front plate trolley for the trolley. The holes are still large. You know, I'm not perfect here. I just wanted to get it back together. I've been really learning a lot these last few months and how to do things, and then I bought an upgrade for for the laser to a 10 watt, and then I had a fire. So my 10 watt was all laying on the grid. See if I can pull this up and show you here. It's all pretty melted and stuff. I don't even know what works and what don't yet. The kickstand don't work anymore, so I'm gonna have to try to figure out the distance, if it's from the bottom of the casing or if it's from the bottom of the housing. So we'll see. I am missing a set of lower holes, so I can go lower yet. But you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. If it works, that's great. Actually, now I see something I've got to tighten up somehow. The holes for the slider for the laser are a little loose, I guess. I'll figure it out. What else here? You see this bar back here. That I'm thinking that I can use it more as a place for my wires for going back and forth. You know, as long as I have enough for going back and forth each way. They could be stationary on the back. I never go to the back of the laser anyway for most things, at least nowadays. And with the shorter wire, I got to figure out where I'm going to mount power controller. That's pretty burnt up, as you can see. Not even sure if that works. We'll find out. What else? Yeah, it was kind of, let me see here. It was all sitting over in this area, all in a big melted clump. So I did have to get some wheels. I used them on the other side, and from the other side, and I put the new ones over there. I got new ones for the trolley here too. Like I said, I hope it all functions. I don't know if the switch works anymore. There's some charring and melting down here. What else here? I think that's about it. So hopefully my good old trusty OTUR LM2 will stand up to the fire test. I'll record later when I give it a shot, guys. Till then. Alright, welcome to the OTUR laser engraver trial by fire. As from the previous videos, you've seen where I kind of started. I didn't take a picture of before I took it all apart. Just a quick go over. The laser got burned. This is all melted back here. Kickstand don't work. I had to make brand new trolley pieces for the stepper motor and the laser itself. I had to get new wheels. I think 6 of them I needed. Because they were all melted and everything else. Wires were melted, so some are shorter than others. Others I used what wire I had hanging around. You see the white tube in the back. That's just my wire hanger. They don't need to be going back and forth the whole way all the time. So there's plenty of slack for that to go back and forth and wherever it needs to go. I don't go all the way to the back right now. When and if this works, and I managed to save up enough to get the not the LaserMaster 3, but the LaserMaster 2 Pro with the 10 watt. I'll extend my enclosure because I would probably end up in the long run getting the extension kit for doing doors, bedroom doors, stuff like that. So that would be nice. Well, let's turn this thing on and see what happens. Oh, missed the power wire. I just run that back here for now. I'm not doing anything big. I guess I should have thought about where that was before I did that, huh? It'll work for now. I'll change it later. Aha! We got fan. Turn on the OTUR. And 2 homings. A little odd. Never did 2 before. We'll see what happens. I got a test here, and we'll start it up. I gotta bring this forward. Well, we're going to see if it frames up. So far, so good. Looks like my magnets are not in the right spot, so we will just shove it over. It doesn't need to be on there anyway. So if it starts getting smoky, I'm going to stop the video and let it finish, and then when I open it back up, I will turn the video back on. Oh, I forgot to set the laser height. Like I said, I don't know if that height is the proper height or not. It was the only thing I could find, and it said 50 millimeters. And it didn't exactly say from where. So I'm thinking from where the measuring kickstand starts and stops. I don't know. Yeah, a little smoky. I'm going to close it up. I'll come back when it's over. Let's see where we're at. So far, it looks like it might have done pretty well. Not too bad. Not too bad. I think that's a positive. Yeah, looks like the little text and stuff like that all turned out decent. Could have probably used some masking paper. Oh, and the spacer, that was off. To the bottom of the aluminum housing on the laser unit itself. So, OTUR, you make some pretty hardy stuff. Burned it up in a fire, melted stuff off of the laser even, and she's running. Hi guys. You all have a good night. Well, it's still going. It's almost finishing up here. Probably take a peek. It's not so bright in there anymore. It's doing the last cutout, but I'm thinking I don't really need that to know if it did its tests or not. So hold on a second. Let's see where we're at. So far, it looks like it might have done pretty well. Not too bad. Not too bad. I think that's a positive. Yeah, looks like the little text and stuff like that all turned out decent. Could have probably used some masking paper. Oh, and the spacer, that was off. To the bottom of the aluminum housing on the laser unit itself. So, OTUR, you make some pretty hardy stuff. Burned it up in a fire, melted stuff off of the laser even, and she's running. Hi guys. You all have a good night.